Hello everyone, Susan Campfield here with SueStampfield.com. Welcome to my stamp room. Come on in, we're going to relax, we're going to create together. Hope you'll help me design this card, sort of. I'm so glad that you're here today. We're going to create a fun fold card tonight. I do want to remind you that I send out free project sheets, so if you like printable tutorials that you can print out, keep on hand, or save on your computer, go to SueStampfield.com, click on subscribe. A couple times a month, I send out a project sheet email with lots of fun creative projects. So you can subscribe there. I want to thank each and every one of you for making and sending handmade cards. I appreciate all that you're doing to just send out paper hugs and make the world a kinder place. So thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and hopefully together we'll get inspired so that we can make and share even more handmade cards. So we're going to do a fun fold card tonight. One of my favorite things is fun fold cards. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to switch to the desktop view here. Shout out to Mary Nass, who is our moderator tonight. Thanks for helping out, Mary. Appreciate all that you do so much. So we are going to make a fun fold card. So in the last video on Saturday night, we made this card together. You helped me design it. We used the beautiful Poetic Expressions Designer Series paper and the Thoughtful Expressions bundle. That's where these leaves and the stamp set and this wonderful frame die came from. And then after the video, I remember we stamped and die cut this flower, and we decided it was too lost on this busy background, so I put it on the inside. Cute, right? So this fold was inspired by a swap card that I received that was a vertical joyful, just like this. This is the card that I received in the swap. Unfortunately, it must have a business card in it because there is no name attached anymore. I apologize for that. If it's your card, please let me know so that I can give you credit. But that's where I got the vertical joyfold inspiration. This one is done with the Flowering Zinnias Designer Series paper, and they use the hexagon punch on that one. Super cute. So tonight, in the last video, the viewers chose which suite of products we were going to use, and they selected this one, the Poetic Expressions, but it was very, very close. So I promised that in the next video, I would do one with the other suite, which was Perennial Lavender. So we're going to make this same fold, but with Perennial Lavender. I know a lot of you have picked that up. Some of you tried to get the bundle and stamps were out of stock. They are back now. So just want to make sure you're aware of that. Let's bring in our paper here. I should tell you, I am pre-recording this video because I am at the Stampin' Up. I flew to Houston, Texas today for the Stampin' Up on Stage event, which is our convention. And so I am pre-recording this. However, I may be watching in the comments. I'm not sure what, I'm rooming with Rachel Tessman, and I'm not sure what our Tuesday night plans are, but it's quite possible that I could jump in the comments here. So let me give you what am I giving? All right, I got to slow down and talk right. Let me give you the dimensions for this card. So we are going to have a backer piece, and I have two colors here because I couldn't decide. I've got some of my pretty Perennial Lavender Designer Series paper, and this is Shaded Spruce, and this is Gorgeous Grape. And I think either would look good on this card. You know what? I'm going to use the Shaded Spruce because I did a version where I used this one as the back. But let me know in the comments, if you are making this card, which one would you pick? Shaded Spruce or Gorgeous Grape? Which one would you pick for the back? And I will show you both at the end. Since we're not, oh, I threw them both over there. I do need one of them. Okay, oh my goodness. All right. So I am going to start with this piece. So this is basic white, and it is cut at 4 inches by 8.5 and scored at 5 1/4 here. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to be adhering this to the back. But before I stick it on, I'm going to go ahead and put this Designer Series paper on the inside. This Perennial Lavender paper is absolutely beautiful. I wanted to be really careful that I didn't have I didn't want to make this card too busy. So what I like about this paper is that all the patterns have kind of a more neutral side. So this one, this solid green, is a little bit more neutral. Not so busy, I guess. Maybe it's not a neutral, but it's just not busy. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I was checking to see if my light's on. It is on. All right, so we've got that stuck in. So now we can go ahead and stick it onto the shaded spruce. It'll just give us a nice little layer behind there. I didn't give you the size of that paper, did I? Well, I will. I'm so sorry. Okay. So this piece, once again, was the middle section, and it's 4 by 8.5, scored at 5 1/4. This designer series paper is 3 3/4 by 5, and we're sticking it onto this 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch backing piece, like so. Very good. And then we have another designer series paper, another pattern from the pack of designer paper. I'm going to go, I mean, I guess both of these sides are, have a lot of pattern on them, but this one has just kind of, it's just the greens. So I'm going to go with this one. This piece is 3 by 3 3/4. So let's get that. How did I lose my adhesive? Oh, found it. Take a sip, everyone. I am a messy stamper, so we play a little game here at Sue Stamp Field, and I hope you'll play along. Whenever I lose something and then find it again, we say found it, and we all take a sip of our beverage. Let me know what's in your cup tonight. I have delicious ice water in mine, my very favorite. I didn't even take a sip, did I? Okay, I'm going to take a sip here because I am. Oh, what? No, I'm not. I left it across the room. Okay, never mind. We're just going to go. Okay, so our next piece is this one, the Joy Fold portion, which is, what size is this? This is the top section, 2.5 by 8.5, and it is scored at 4 1/4. All right, so we're going to just fold on that score line, give it a good sharp crease. There we go. And then this piece is going to be going here and opening up. So we're going to put a piece of designer paper on there. I chose a section of this pattern. Let me show you what it looks like in the big piece. So I cut a piece here from the top because I wanted a little bit of the background and instead of down here, but you know, you could do all of it. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this on. But it did like that little bit of, I don't know, sky? Brown sky? I don't know. The little bit of space at the top I kind of liked. So that's why I went with it. All right. So we're going to take this. I think I just got ink on myself. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. I touched an inky stamp that's laying on my desk. I sure hope I can find the stamp I need. Oh, yes, I see it. Okay, good. I was going to say, I sure hope I can find the stamp I need for this card. All right, and then this is going to go right here. Oh, this paper is just absolutely beautiful. So you can see how this kind of calms down once we get this over the top of it. So it just ends up looking like more leaves in our scene here. Not quite so busy. So let's go ahead and put some seal on the back of this. Go. All right, and then I like to open up this flap and put this card right in the center. So I'm going to have more space on the sides than I am at the top and bottom, and that's just fine. And then I lift it up and I can close the flap like that. Okay, so now we've got our basic fold done. I don't think I told you the size of this designer paper, so let me do that. It's 2 1/4 by 4. And again, this piece that we stuck it on was 2.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. All right, so now the fun part. Now we get it decorated. Yay! All right, so we are going to do a little die cutting. Not a big surprise. So I've got a couple more bits of the designer paper. This is a great way to use up your scraps. And I'm going to use the more solid side. And then I've got a piece of basic white that I'm going to cut a label. So let me bring in, let me just clear the deck here. We might I do a little stamping on the inside. I haven't decided yet. Okay, let's bring in our die cutting machine. All right, I'm going to just raise this up a little bit. I have to be very careful because if I raise it too far, you're going to see a lot of messes around here. All right, let's go ahead and get these in the die cutting machine. By the way, I wanted to remind you, if you place an order in my online store, you're going to qualify for the April Crafternoon. This is one of the cards from the February Crafternoon. This is the Majestic Fun Fold. Every month I do a Crafternoon event where I have a unique Fun Fold card that we learn, and then you can... then you also get a PDF tutorial. Now, I do have the tutorial for sale for these. If you didn't get didn't participate in the class, those that participate in the class got a packet in the mail to make one of the cards with me in the video. So if you, what month are we? We're March. So if you order in March, you're going to get the packet for the April Crafternoon. The March Crafternoon will be later this month. It's going to be actually quite late. It's going to be March 30th because of all the traveling I'm doing this month. So let me bring in, yes, the painted lavender dies. That's what I was after. So we're going to go ahead and grab this big leafy die. I don't need it this long, so I'm actually just going to cut part of it and just probably cut it down even more. And then I'm going to take this little lavender sprig. Let's call it a sprig. Why not? And I'm going to stick that right there. Now I'm going to move everybody up because I want to also cut a label. So the Perennial Lavender, this is the painted lavender bundle right here. And then the Perennial Lavender paper is also part of a suite. And in that suite, there's a whole nother bundle, which is the Perennial Postage. Comes with a stamp set that is all greetings. And then it has all of these nesting dies. So I'm going to use, which one am I using? I'm going to use this one right here. And that's going to go on the front of my card. So I'm turning, you might have noticed I turned my die. Instead of doing it flat, I'm doing it this way. The reason is if your dies are long, you have a long metal piece across your die cutting machine, it takes a lot more effort to crank it through if you have less metal. So if I'm doing it this way, it's much easier to crank. I am not saying that very well, and I really hope you understood what I meant there. Not the best description. Okay, let's go ahead and crank this through. Bring it a little bit closer to me so I can be over it. It's easier to crank that way. Hearing crunchy sounds, that's a good sign, right? All right, let's put this aside. All right. Yay. All right. So here we have our little postage label. We'll put our greeting on that. So let's capture this right back on here. And then let's see what we got here with this partial. That's exactly what we got. Partial leaf. All right. And I'll probably trim that down even more. And then I have this one that is this little sprig. And it's wanting to stick in the die. So I'm just going to use my take your pick tool to give it a little poke. Convince it to come out. There it is. All right. So now you could certainly use cardstock for this. When you use the designer paper, it's sort of stippled. I don't know if you can see that on camera. I guess you kind of can. It's kind of lighter and darker. No, it's got spots that are lighter and some that are darker. So it's kind of it just adds a little depth, I think, to the die cut. But you certainly could just use cardstock, but the paper's cuter. Just saying. Just saying. All right, we're going to go ahead and stick these on here. All right. How are we going here? Let's see. Let's put our card together. Actually, let's stamp our words first. All right, I'm going to grab an ink pad. Yep, found it. I am grabbing the, I'm going to bump the camera while I get it out of my... challenging today. Today is a challenge for me. Okay, there we go. Sorry if I jiggled you like a whole bunch there. I apologize. I have captured the gorgeous grape ink pad. Take a sip, everyone. It was trying to hide in my ink organizer, but you can't do it. Not when I need you. All right. I am using a stamp from, what's it called? Layered Leaves. I don't know where it is. Where is it? Oh, Layering Leaves. Excuse me. Layering Leaves right here. This is Rachel Tessman's $1 Million Stamp Set. And I am using the Thinking of You stamp in this. She gave me an autographed copy. Wasn't that sweet of her? Rachel is one of my team members. So many years ago, I remember her downstairs on my love seat, looking at the catalog and deciding what was going to go in her starter kit. I have a wonderful team of demonstrators. Many of them are just enjoy the hobby, and so they become demonstrators so they get a discount on their starter kit. So we would love to have you join the team. Team members also get the Crafternoon tutorials for free. And okay, there we go. We got Thinking of You. The front, that's nice and kind of generic, right? So I don't know right now what I'm going to be using this card for. So I'm going to be putting this leaf on here and this little sprig to kind of build up my scene on the front. I guess I could leave it that long, couldn't I? My other card, it's shorter, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What would you leave it long or would you do it shorter? I'm gonna leave it long on this one, but let me know in the comments because I'd love to know your thoughts on that. I'm gonna go ahead and actually stick these to the back of this. So I'm going to flip it over here, and then I'm going to get my dimensionals out. Sure you are, Sue. Oh, they're right next to me. Did you see them? Found it. Take a sip, everyone. Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and stick on some dimensionals. So these are going to do double duty. They're going to hold on the little die cut pieces that we just did, but they're also going to stick the label to our card. So I'm putting 3 on there. Going to peel those off. Let's see what we think here. Let's see how this looks. All right, so I'm going to put it, I mean, you could put it wherever you want, right? Oh, my leaf is kind of hanging off the edge, but I think that's kind of cool. I kind of like that. All right, so I stuck that on there. And of course, we're going to add some gems. These are the purple fine shimmer gems. These are temporarily out of stock. They will be coming back. When you get them, you actually get 3 colors. You get more reddish color, like this here might be Blackberry Bliss, and then the Gorgeous Grape and the Highland Heather. So you do get an assortment of purples, a more reddish purple, and then these bluer purples. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick these on my card, just in random spots. Oh, which ones do I want to use? Maybe I'll use the Highland Heather this time. Little one here. I'm going to put that down there. Take a big one, put it right on this flower here. And then let's add one more. Oh gosh, I like to do a triangle pattern. So I think I'll put it right over here. All right, there we go. So we've got some gems on there, a little bit of sparkle. And then we can always do a little stamping on the inside. So where's our stamp set here? We could do the lavender. I like to do these 2 on top of each other. This one in the light color, that one in the dark color. On top of it, we could use the butterflies. Let me know in the comments what you would choose if you were doing this card. You also could do, oh, this might be pretty. Should we try this one? I don't think I've used this stamp yet. It's like a field of lavender. Okay, this might have been better for me to have stamped before I put the card together. But you know what? We've got a fix for that. Yeah, we could do this kind of across the bottom. What do you think? Let's give that a go. And we could even still do the butterfly because the butterfly is adorable. All right. I need a block. I need to clean my blocks and put them away because I am running out of blocks. All right, so we're going to mask because I'm going to go right off the edge here, but I don't really want to stamp on my my piece. So I'm going to grab a Post-it sticky note, and I'm going to just put it at the bottom here so that if I go off of the paper, it will go on the sticky note and on my card. All right. I'm going to do it in lavender. Let's see what that, or not lavender, gorgeous grape. Purple. That's what I meant to say. Purple. All right, so let's go ahead and just stamp this right here. I love this photopolymer stamp because I can see right through it, so I can get the placement just perfect. All right, that looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna peel this up. I'm gonna, I guess I didn't need to move that. I need to cover up on the side here because I'm gonna go right off the edge. So you know what? We'll just grab another handy Post-it note here, sticky note, and put that right there. Ink this up and add a little more. Oops, I did not do a very good inky job there. I could tell there was a big spot that wasn't purple. That's no good. All right, we'll just stamp it right there. All right, now we've got this little field of lavender at the bottom of our card. Let's add some butterflies. You know, you just can never go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, did anyone? Oh, gosh, where are the butterflies? Are they not in here? You know what that means, friends? That means they're on my desk somewhere. This is not good news. Oh, found them. I found it. I can't even believe I found it. I found it. Yay. Okay. You know what? I'm going to make them, since the lavender is the gorgeous grape, let's do the butterflies. Oh, I bumped the camera again. So sorry. Let's do the butterflies in a lighter color. I'm going to do the butterflies in Highland Heather. Just so that I've got a lighter and a darker. You could certainly do them in gorgeous grape as well, your choice. I'm just going to pop them right there. So I've got some butterflies, and then we can write happy birthday or get well soon or whatever, happy anniversary, anything you want. Thank you so much for making and sending handmade cards and bringing a little happiness in the world. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our finished card here. Ta-da! There we go. So there is our Perennial Lavender Vertical Joy Fold card. Now you can see how it's popping open. So this one you want to just do a nice sharp crease on both of those folds, and that will make your card lay flatter. See how it's behaving itself now? Let me bring in the other one. This is the one with the shaded spruce background. This one I did with the gorgeous grape background. Let me know in the comments which one you like better. Do you have a preference? Oh, you know what? While I'm at it, let's bring in the dimensions here so you can take a screenshot so that you can recreate these cards and get them out in the world. All right, hang on. Why are we sticking? What is happening? All right, so yeah, let me know if you like, which one you like better, purple or green? Gorgeous grape or shaded spruce. And there is a screenshot of our wonderful dimensions. And then we can look at the other versions of this card one more time, because we just had a vertical joy fold party, didn't we? So here's the Poetic Expressions version, and here is the Flowering Zinnias version made by a Stamp Share Leaders member, and unfortunately the name is no longer attached to the card. So if it's your card, please let me know so I can give you credit. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. I'm going to flip the camera. A little bit shorter one tonight. Let's see. Oh, I found it. Take one last sip, everyone. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. Quick reminder that the free project sheets, go to SueStampville.com, click on subscribe to get your free project sheets. And what else did I need to tell you? I will be back Saturday night at 7:30 Central Time for another creative video. I hope you can tune in and join me. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a great evening, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.